A Crazy Day with Dr. Olivia is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie is on Ogbonna TV. This movie talks about two separate couples who have their own issues, terrible issues, fight day and night, and they went to this doctor, this therapist to solve their problem for them. Unknowing this doctor self get him own wahala, so he say, "Oh no, you know what? The two of you, the two couples, sit down and talk to each other and tell us your problem." So that interaction kind of help the couple solve their issues. So yeah, this is what this movie is about. What I like about this movie, I want to talk about the storyline. Basically, is really relatable, is really realistic storyline that was going on with this movie. I mean, you've seen something similar to this, but I love the route that they took. Africans, we hardly believe in therapy solving our issues, so I love the route that they took for this movie, and that was really good. So yeah, I really love the storyline for this movie. Another thing I like about this movie is Judy Real, or should I say Real Judy. I love her character so much. There's something about her accent that I just love. This is her second movie that I'm actually watching, and all of them are on Ogbonna TV, so I'm sure she's close or friends with Ike, and I love her character so much. Omo, she was not taking it easy. The Igbo girl, she was not taking Igbo women love money, of course, but I mean, she was still sticking around with the husband, supporting and everything. But I just love the way she displayed that very good and troublesome wifey in this movie. So I really like her character very much. Another thing I like about this movie is the inclusion of a child. They talk about a child in each couple's lives, or each couple had a child, and I appreciate the fact that we saw those children in this movie, or we saw the child in each couple's life. We saw them talking, the interaction, taking them to school, bringing them back, the learning process and everything. So that was good. The inclusiveness of talking about the character or cast and we seeing them, I really appreciate that for this movie. Lastly, the thing that I like about this movie is the fact that it was not boring. Yes, the movie was not boring despite the location and the fact that there was not a lot of cast in it. Like each couple's house, then the therapy, which is the other location. So that's basically what you're going to see watching the movie. But it was not boring. The characters were always gingering, like they were on point, they were making us connect with the storyline and giving us jokes here and there, and still communicating their problems and trying to solve it. So in all, it wasn't a boring movie, or it was something you watch and say, why did I waste my time and watch it? Yes, so it was not a boring. So that was something I like about this movie. What I don't like about this movie, I will start with Eniedo acting. How should I say this right now? There was something about her acting that was just off. I don't know if it's because she was having her own issues in the movie, so her therapy sessions with the couples were not it, or even when she sleeps in the office, there was something about her character that was not giving Eniedo. I mean, if you're a fan of Eniedo, you should know how she acts. There was something about her character in this movie that was not. I don't know if it's the accent. I did not like her acting. Simple. Another thing I didn't like about this movie, I want to talk about Saga acting. There was this disconnect with him and Bolaji, and that was something I was not really, because Bolaji and Saga have acted so many times on Bolaji TV before, so I know they are cool. They do have a little connection when they are on the other side, but here something was just off. I'm saying something was off because after their whole wahala, they became very cool and trying to spice up things and try to be very intimate and stuff like that. There was no, just see that they were holding themselves back in giving us that wow and intense chemistry. So that was something that I noticed. As two things that I don't like about this movie is the location. When I'm talking about location, I'm talking about the office location. You know, Saga was always going to office, not coming back early, always talking about work, people he met at work and stuff like that. We didn't see his office one. Then I want to talk about Eniedo's office. The office was too small to accommodate, was it 6 or 7 people in that small place? So it became very tiny. It made the short angles a little bit weird, not timing on point when someone is talking. You know, sometimes you have to focus on other people to get their facial reaction to whatever the other person is saying. The timing of such scenes were bad. So the office was too small for a big therapist like that. So that was something that I did not like. Lastly is the time for this movie. Too long. For me, I did not like it. And least I forget, I also did not like the cinematography of this movie. Terrible lighting, terrible angles, just like I said, the office scenes were so bad. And of course, also the color scheme for this movie was bad. The picture quality of this movie was terrible. Ogbonna, what happened? Like, waiting they go on with your production team. Cinematography, you need to look into it. This is the second movie I'm reviewing, and in all, the cinematography is terrible. Anywho, on that note, I'll give this movie a 4/10 because they acted it very well and the storyline was interesting. It wasn't a boring movie in general. So yes, 4/10 is what I'm giving it. A Day with Dr. Olivia is showing on Ogbonna TV. Thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I'll see you all in my next movie review.